Not too much more to do now. But before now that everybody's kind of understood what the product is there from Jing and her family, Chase, you still on board with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else want to switch from what you mentioned already to that? And Hernan, I think we've got covered. I think we got everything covered too. So if you're interested in that, we can do that. Otherwise, tell me which group you want to be part of. Huh? Okay, cool. Let me put sports here. Jing, are you cool with you and Chase as a two-person team?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Majid's back. Majid, I was asking everybody, now that you've seen the demo of the scooter, does anybody want to switch from what you're doing?
I do.
You do? Okay. What were you on?
The Fox Theater.
Okay, I got plenty of people on that project. So are you sure you want to switch? Okay. So you got Paige, and Majid. I was going to ask you the same thing. Do you still want? Huh?
I'm thinking about it, to switch to her project. It's interesting.
Okay. We still got 2 on the auto project though, so.
I just have a question. Do you think her project would kind of also be like patent research?
Some of it, yeah. I mean, it depends on what they've done already, but.
We've already applied. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could probably do numerous things with that since it's so early stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Wherever the patent stuff is at, we can probably do some additional research for whenever the decision comes back from the patent office. There's some things you can do to set the process up for the next steps. But if they've already applied, they've already filled out the paperwork. The first thing you need to do for a patent search is go out and search for is there anybody else that's made something similar, and document how your thing is different. You have to document a bunch of other stuff in paperwork. But if they've already filled it out, most of what I would have had you guys to do, she and her family have already done. So we'll probably do something else instead.
It can be custom built, for medical people or handicapped.
Uh-huh.
Because handicap has different sizes, let's say obese and skinny people who kind of walk. And you can use this project that's custom built for different people.
The only issue I see here, Richard, if we go back to your company, the one person who had mentioned interest was Majid. So if I put Majid on the scooter project, I've just taken away your teammate. You sure?
Yeah.
If we do that, what do you want to do instead of your company?
Fox.
Fox? Okay. You're cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Delete. Sabrina, I've only got one person on, it's just you and Rainier right now. Are you okay sticking with that project or not?
I'd rather do the Fox Theater, since there's a lot of people on it. Or even the scooter.
Huh?
Or even the scooter.
Let me, Rainier, are you set on working on your company as part of this? What I'm thinking is, I want everybody to be on something they're excited about. I'm not going to force you to work on something that you don't want to do. I think it's actually Rainier, probably of all the business we've discussed, he's got the most going concern. I saw one of your vans the other day driving behind me. It's a pretty cool company. But if you're the only one doing that, there's 2 ways I could go. Technically, the auto project that I talked about, the auto project we're talking about now, I had one last spring where actually there were 2 different auto companies, Fuji and Verso, working on a high performance auto parts business, and then Savannah Natividad works for a company that basically builds and repairs racing motorcycles. So they were 2 different projects, but they're very similar in nature, so I kind of combined them as a team, even though they're working on 2 different things. I can see some overlap with the transportation thing. If you'd rather work on your company, I think it's a cool company, and I think it would be worthwhile to work on it in this class. But to make sure that nobody's alone, I'll probably fold it into like the transportation group. Is that okay? Okay. You guys cool with that? Okay. So let me put down. Oh, that's fine. So Sabrina, you're off the hook. Fox or the scooter? Which one? No. I just ripped you out of Rainier's project. Now you have to decide, scooter or Fox. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so Rainier, we're going to stick with that, but I may kind of fold you in with the group so that we got like organization going there. Jacqueline and Grecia, we're good to go on something auto-related, whether it's your boyfriend's business or something else. Like we can also, I think that'll be fine. You're both.
I like car restoration. My grandpa knows a lot about that, and I have a family friend that actually used to teach at BC, restoring cars. So if we could do something like that.
Who is involved with that, by the way? Your grandpa, you said?
Well, family friend.
Okay,
He used to
family
teach-
friend.
Oh yeah, he used to teach at BC.
Oh, that's cool. So basic, long story short, like, as long as you, after everything you've heard, remain interested in cars in some way, and Jacqueline, as long as you still want to ask your boyfriend's family and you think they're going to be good with that, same thing that I said with Rainier, we'll make it an auto project, and we may just do both companies, but if I can keep you guys together because you both are interested in car stuff, then it's fine if we weave something else in too. I did it the last time, it worked fine. Is that cool? Okay. Emma, you're still good with beauty salon? Maria, are you still good with your decision to work on the apparel thing with Brian? Okay, cool. Megumi, you're good with the beauty salon team still? Okay. Oh, that's it. Shelby, I almost overlooked you. So, Hernan, I put you on this, what did I say, scooter? No, sports, right? So, I just took away your potential teammate.
I'll do the beauty salon.
You sure? You're okay with not doing dance studio? Okay. You'd rather the beauty salon than the music project?
Yeah.
Okay. Melina? So, Fox Theater?
Yeah.
We good with that? Oops. There. Firestone Walker, we're all good there for the brewery project. I mean, whether it's Firestone or something else, we'll do a brewery. Paige? Scooter? Okay. Brian, we're good with your company for you. Alyssa, we'll find out if she shows up. Richard, you're okay with Fox Theater? Thank you. Aye. There. Chelsea, I will figure out later, probably the Fox project. Samuel and Jonathan, you're good working on Platinum Entertainment? Cool. Rochelle, Kaya, Vincent, restaurant still, you haven't fallen madly in love with the scooter business? Okay, cool. Javier, Spencer, Miguel, all good with crowdfunding?
Yeah.
Okay. Silvino, are you cool with being part of the auto project? Or you want or something else caught your fancy now? Huh? Okay, cool. Cut, paste. Christian sports, Susie, you're still good with your indoor facility?
Yes, but if you don't find enough specific industry,
Do what? Foot golf? How do you foot golf?
you get a soccer ball and you're in
Oh, cool. So like frisbee golf except with a soccer ball, sort of.
like soft, just
Yeah, no, cool. We'll find something cool. I just want to make sure you're still you're down with sports, basically. Okay, Abigail, you're still cool with transportation, right? Vanessa, you're still on the transportation track. You haven't been like won over by one of the other projects. Okay. Jane, you are definitely scooter project since you're it's your project. Jose's not here. Leanne, you still want to do the DBA thing?
I don't want to do the
Huh? No, that's fine. The Downtown Business Association needs someone that cares just about them. You know, we love them more than all Scarecrow. You know, like more than the Tin Man, more than the Lion, just the DBA. Okay, Chase, you're cool with the scooter project? And Hernan, you are now like sports team dude. You're cool with that? Okay, I think we're good. So one thing to present, and then we're done. Let me close that. I'm going to show you guys. I'll send this around as well, but let me show you real quick. Abigail's seen this already. I think I sent it to Joshua as well, but let me show you guys. A preview of what we're going to start doing next week, and a preview of what the directions that we could go in with these projects. So, like I said, I'll send this out to you guys, just to the whole group. But basically, there's eight things that I think everybody in here, everybody like who leaves my class as like a competent small business management like utility infielder should be able to do these 8 things. So one of the projects will all have to do with one of these 8 kinds of things, and that's what we're going to start going over next week. So next week we'll probably go almost all the way until 7:20 because there's a lot to pack in. Next Monday, we'll talk about web development and patent, copyright, trademark research. So you can read here, basically building a website, adding pages to a website. There's a whole bunch of legwork to do that minimizes the amount of money that a company has to pay a patent lawyer. I had one project last time where a friend of mine was developing a new product and had not done what Jinx Family's already done, so we did a lot of the legwork to find out who else has made something similar. Customer acquisition and guerrilla marketing. A lot of the projects have some element of this. It's either, like I showed you guys a little bit, going through LinkedIn, going through Facebook, reaching out, finding new potential customers who are already a warm lead, not a cold contact you don't know. Some of it's putting together internet marketing materials. There's a lot of different directions to go in there. I'll have a whole lecture on each of these. So next Monday will be these 2. Wednesday will be customer acquisition and then competitive research. How to find as much possible information on your competitors, even when they're small, like private companies. And then the following week, industry research. So there's a whole bunch of, you can read, I'll send it around, but you can read a little bit here. There's all kinds of amazing information out there by company. There's a whole bunch of companies like MarketLine and Hoovers and LexisNexis that basically all they do all day, they have people that sit in an office on Wall Street all day, and they just come up with reports of what are the trends impacting the next 10 years of the auto business. And there's 5 pages of things that are affecting the future, and I'm amazed. When I used to run my 2 businesses, every time I actually found the time to read something like this, I always learned something I didn't know already. And every time teaching this class, I go in and look at the music industry stuff. Even though at this point I feel like I know a fair amount about how the music business works and what's driving it, I always like find something, as CNC Music Factory would have said back in the day, something that makes you go, Like, there's always good information in there, and depending on the project, there's just a lot of stuff that you can go out and find that normally a small business, when you're managing it, doesn't have time to go out and find, but being able to do that efficiently is a good skill. And then basically the same thing on how to build a better mousetrap on how you manage your operations internally, how you're doing IT, software and hardware, find better ways to accomplish what you want to do with affordable tools. Better ways to do operations, HR, contracts, legal administration. I'm going to give you like the whole, like everything and the kitchen sink when it comes to like how to go out and figure out how to do it yourself on almost anything operationally, and just figure out how to better ways to do things based on however you're doing them now. And then finally, accounting financial analysis, the thing that like Paige likes the least. Basic preparation of financial statements and budget forecasting for how much money. So I think something that might be relevant depending on the scooter project, what might be relevant at some point is doing a little bit of market sizing for how much, what are the costs, what are the revenues actually going to look like for this market segment in the next 5 years. Maybe, maybe not. There's a lot of things we could do with that project, but that's basically what the accounting and financial analysis portion is. I'll talk about that a week from Thursday, and then that same day, capital and resource acquisition. So basically, a lot of times this involves like reaching out to potential investors, presenting them with information, looking for grant funding from the state government or from federal government. There's a lot of different grant sources depending on what your company is that are relevant. Like I think I told you guys, there's a big project that I had students doing last spring for a renewable water company, and the biggest, most important thing they did was like go through the internet and figure out who the hell is responsible for distributing Prop 1 money, and figure out what the application issues are and stuff. That by itself is worth more than any investor that the company might be able to find, because there's literally billions of dollars worth of bond money that the state of California is going to dole out to companies that can help solve water problems in this state over the next 10 years. So those are the topics we're going to cover in the next 2 weeks. Each of your projects will involve one or more of those things. Maybe a combination of multiple ones, maybe just focusing on one of those 8. So next 2 weeks, I do rapid fire lecture on all this stuff. If you want to get a head start, all of the lecture materials are already sitting on Blackboard. So just go to the documents section. All of the stuff. So starting on Monday, I'll go over all of this stuff and all of this stuff. Then Wednesday, actually here, no, I organized it. This will be web development and product service development is next Monday. All of this stuff is next Wednesday. Following Monday, following Wednesday. Then you guys won't come to class. You'll take the quiz online. Then that Wednesday after that, so 3 weeks from today, we'll all meet up again, and we'll basically kick off the project. So we'll decide exactly what each group is going to do, whether it's marketing outreach or whether it's like web development. We'll decide for each project what the next step is. And then we'll spend the next 4 weeks after that until the end of the quarter working on these projects. Any questions? Cool. Give me my sign-up sheet and have a good weekend. And